Don't ask him for anything. Don't ask him for power. Don't ask him for healing. Don't ask him for visions. Don't ask him for ascensions. Ask him for nothing. Just ask him for the spirit of the fear of God.
The gospel of life, incorruption, immortality, and sonship with the bondservant of Christ, John Anosike.
Perfect evening, Papa. Thank you for the opportunity. I just wanted to know, I'm not sure if you will do this in public, but I just wanted to know if you can say a little more on the secret of brokenness, of your brokenness, how to stay broken.
Thank you. That's a very good question, and I'm very, very impressed with your question. It means that you've really been interacting with God in the most, deepest way, and I appreciate that. Absolutely true. In one of my ways, in one of the efforts that I make, not to allow pride or any form of self-glorification creep in, is that from the age of 6 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, all my life, I've been in ministry. I've been ministering to people, I've seen mighty manifestations of the glory of God. And in the midst of all of these experiences, I have never for one day not praised God and thank him enough. In fact, it's not even enough for the slightest miracle that he does. And I know better. So in the slightest healing of fever or headache, I scream. I carefully give him all the praise and all the glory. It's important to remain grateful and thankful. So thankfulness and gratefulness will keep you incorruptible. When you're thankful, it means that it is not by your power. To whomsoever you are thanking is greater. It is by him that you're able to do it. But when you are not thankful, you are boastful, prideful, and you start sharing in that glory. God would allow you. God is not too spontaneous. There's something about God that people don't understand. You can lose the glory and still be functioning in the residue. And in the residue of the glory, in the name of the glory, for over a period of time, but your spirit has died. Your connection with Zion is already breached, but you are still functioning with the residue, with the remain. It's just like when somebody dies, the body doesn't decay overnight. There's still the remain of the body for some time, and you still bury the person, and the person will still be there, decaying, worms, and it takes time. It takes years, even before the bones, decay. It takes years. So there's still some remain. So people might be functioning with a breached, a discontinued or disconnected anointing for over a period of time, but in the process, you will know. Their connection with God, their values will drop. Their consecration will drop. Their greed will rise. Their pride will rise. You see them by the fruits. Fruits are more or less like character. Character is fruit. Fruit is not miracle, healing, prophecy, or ascension. No, fruit is character. Patience, endurance, perseverance, love, faith, consistency in the things of God, in the things that matter before God. That's why if you watch the last day of the conference on Saturday, something happened here that has never happened. Jesus came here. The entire heaven descended here himself. You know what I did? I walked away. In my office, I broke down. I was there. When I came back on Sunday, I said nothing about it. Nothing. I didn't. I just pushed it. Whatever he did that day, all the glory went to him. Because I could not minister to anybody anymore. You see that? You must know when it is him. Then you get out, disappear, because it's who you are is what he's made you to be for his purpose. It is we are what we are for his purpose, not for our own, not for our selfish whatever. So that humanity is needed. That humanity is important. That's what will keep you from losing it. So, unfortunately, we live in a world where people don't care anymore about values, the fear of God. It's all about big church, all about big name, all about I can prophesy, all about I can see visions. And when they do that, they have no fear. The foundation is pride. The foundation is broken. That's why there are times you will see me, I'll come out before the church, I said, I am nothing. I am not better than you. I'm not superior than anybody here. I release those words just so that I want to counter being seen as God. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm his servant for life. And I told you that when it comes to the works of darkness, I become a son against it. But that does not make me better than you. Everybody must look up to Yeshua. Jesus is the only one to believe in and trust. Don't even trust me. Don't believe in me. Believe in who? Jesus. It's not me. Whatever you see happening here is the Lord. So all the glory must be given back to him. And people must be pointed to who? Jesus. So that's it. If any minister will be continuously, will stay in this and avoid vainglory, vain offenses, pride, greed, manipulations, then God will keep increasing you in power, in ranks. All you got to do is to tell yourself these truths. You know how to stay humble, broken? Tell yourself the truth. Don't be the God of men. You are a man of God, not the God of men. Take men to who? God. Just stay there. If we all can stay in this consciousness, God will keep loading himself into you. He will even make you a God in power and influence because you are completely humble before him. Don't ever be hard in his presence. Don't harden yourself in his presence. Don't ask him for anything. Don't ask him for power. Don't ask him for healing. Don't ask him for visions. Don't ask him for ascensions. Ask him for nothing. Just ask him for the spirit of the fear of God. Ask him for nothing else. Just say, Lord, pray, fast, keep pushing. Say, Father, give me the spirit of the fear of God. Whatever it is, I don't know. But I know when it comes upon me, you will have access to the fullness of God. That one spirit will give you access to all of God's essence. It will keep you all his presence. You know, there are times I have the privilege to attend services, sit in the front. It's difficult for somebody to be, all hail King Jesus. Once somebody is singing, all hail King Jesus. Me? I'm, all hail King Jesus. Some of people in my front are just there sticking, all hail King Jesus. Do you know who you're praising? Are you? Is something wrong with you? He says he inhabits the praises of his people. when praises are going on, you are stick, you are a tree. You think, see, that's the problem, is that we have known him in our heads. That knowledge has not yet penetrated our hearts. So ask for the spirit of the fear of God. If people praise you, reduce yourself. That's what it is. Stay broken. So in his presence, tear, cry, weep, stay there. That's make sure you don't lose that. And make sure that you challenge every evil thoughts of pride. It will come. Subjections. Kill it. Because those thoughts are not your thoughts, but they are seeds of the devil whispering into your ears to either verbalize it or take a position of it or get influence or act on it. So those thoughts will come to discourage you. Those thoughts will going to tell you some things that are not true. Lies will whisper into your ears. So if you don't get those words, they're going to navigate, influence you out of God's purpose for a long time. So as ministers, I remember many years ago, lies, pride will come, whisperings of all kinds of things. Kill it. Tell yourself, I am nothing without him. This is not me. I know it's not me. It is him. So you stay humble. You stay humble. You stay low, because the Bible says, any man that humbles himself, God will lift. Anyone that lifts himself, God will bring down. That's how it is. The hand of God lifts, the same hand brings down. It's all about the disposition of your mind, your heart. If you are prideful, the same hand that lifts will humble you. If you're humble, the same hand will lift you. Sustain your brokenness. It is in your hand. It is in your hand. All of these keys that I've said, keep them. And finally, be honest with yourself. Don't point finger. When you make a mistake, don't accuse the person. Don't say it is this person. Don't say it is why. This is why. Never justify your sin. And don't call your sin a mistake. Call it sin. Always. Be honest with yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Don't say it's this person. I did it because of this person. No. Go back on your knees and say, Father, forgive my foolishness. For I have sinned unto you. Be gracious unto me. Have mercy on me. Always call on his mercy. Don't say, hey, if you sin and it takes you 2 days to confess it, you're dead. The Spirit of God has departed from you. You should never have peace for days after sin. It is a sign that you are alive. So that's the secret of Pastor John. That's what runs in my head that keeps me broken. That's my view. That's it. I don't let anything corrupt me. That's it. Of course, the way is hard. It's a narrow way. If anybody tells you that it's going to be easy, it's a lie. It's not going to be easy. Your flesh will fight you. Attacks will come. Oppositions will rise. But if you stay focused in him and set your eyes on him, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith, period. So take the footsteps of Christ, and then you will succeed.
special announcement from the office of the bondservant of Christ, John Anosike. Please beware of fake accounts on social media, be it Facebook, YouTube, and all others impersonating the man of God, asking for funds from people. Please note, Pastor John does not have any orphanage in Nigeria or in any country, nor does he ask anyone to donate to any orphanage. Also note that the only official page of the man of God, Pastor John Anosike, is the one with over 451,000 followers. Our YouTube channel also has over 155,000 subscribers. Note that the man of God does not chat, send friend requests, nor inbox people on social media, be it Messenger or WhatsApp. Therefore, anyone doing such is false and should be treated as such. This is a notice that you are informed and sensitized to be alert and vigilant. Stay connected and keep subscribing to the teachings of the bondservant of Christ, John Anosike.
Due to malicious and fraudulent activities, please note that these are the only official 2 accounts of the ministry. For EFT or bank transfer, bank, First National Bank, FNB, account name, New World Faith Ministries, account number 622-67035048, branch, Woodstock, branch code 250655, Swift code FIRNZAJJ. Building project banking details. City of Sons. Bank, First National Bank, FNB. Account name, New World Faith Ministries. Account number 623-569-03578. Branch code 250655. Branch, Woodstock. Swift code FIRNZAJJ. To give online, kindly visit our website and use the following link: www.spiritrevelationchurch.org/give. Here, you can give via PayFast for those that are in Southern Africa, and PayPal for international donations.
Good news for all those living in West Africa. For your giving and donations, here are the only official and approved banking details. Name: Ikechukwu John Anosike. Account number 1170020753. Bank: Zenith Bank.
Please note that the following is our official and only PayPal email for the ministry: donations@spiritrevelationchurch.org. Kindly report any suspicious activities to our emergency line, +27 63 423 5895, or email info@spiritrevelationchurch.org.